that you encourage, let them know. Hallelujah. I don't know about you tonight, but somebody may be crying, but I come to let you know that God can make it all right. Ooh, yes. Be encouraged. Oh, He will. He'll make it all right. Yeah, yeah. I know right now it's impossible to see, but God is gonna work it out if you just believe. Remember this one thing while you're going through. If God delivered Daniel, guess what? He'll do the same for you. Hey, no matter what's going on, He'll make it all right. Said it in His word. Oh, be encouraged. No matter what's going on, He'll make it all right. That's what He said. That's what He said. He told me. Hold on. Trouble don't last always. These trials are just a test. These trials, just a test of your faith. So stand strong. And try your weekend night. Joy comes in the morning, and everything is gonna be all right. Be encouraged. That's what He said. That's what He said. That's what He told me. He told me. You got to be encouraged. Somebody got bills tonight. Oh. Somebody don't know what the children are. But you can make it. I guarantee He'll make it all right. He said I'll make it all right. Yeah. Be encouraged. No matter what's going on, Jesus will. How many of you all believe that tonight? Come on. Hey! He keeps steadfast and unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. No, you're not that your labor's not alone. He's the Lord. Oh, Lord. Somebody wants to be strong tonight. Well, we come to let you know. All you got to do is hold on. Stand down now. Hey. Oh, Lord. No matter what's going on. Be encouraged. Sister. In the midnight hour, when you're standing on shaky ground, you have no hand to hold. Jesus said, Lord, be always, even until the end of the world. I'll be there for you. I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. No. Be encouraged. Hey everyone. Hey. Let's see who we got in the building. It's all hot air. Smooch is beautiful. Hey, Brooklyn, NY boy. What's going on? Hey, April, my sniper's here. All right now. Real mamas, real problems. What's up, sissy? Yes, honey. And all of my butterflies up in the butterfly queendom. I salute you. I salute you. I salute you. And I am Miss Libra, Dr. Libra Butterfly, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are women and the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just depends on what you darn like, okay? So hey. I'm gonna get it in, y'all. Look, let me tell you something. Y'all know I always tell people that I talk about the struggles that I go through, my highs and my lows, because if you see me going through it and I come out of it, it gives you something to stand on, and a lot of people don't like you talking about them. So hey, not a problem. I'll talk about me. I'm an expert on me. Check that out. Okay, so you all know, some of you don't, but some of you do. So let me just hit this real quick. I'm gonna hit it and quit it. Some of you all know that my darling King passed away September the 13th. And I knew as soon as I got on this thing that someone would be coming into the door. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Miss Asia, I'm still here, y'all. One moment. Hello, you all. I'm sorry, my son came in and he was warming him up something to eat. I just didn't want that microwave going off while we was on here and everything. So hello to everyone who's entered that I have not spoken to. Okay, y'all. So check this out. So as I stated, he passed away September the 13th. Okay, that was actually 4 days before his 60th birthday. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward. There was some information that I had to send into the company, send into the company where he was employed, right? Anybody who knew my husband knew he was a very dedicated employee. I'm sorry. He went in when he, was sick. They went from supposedly working 5 days a week, 10-hour shifts, to working 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Okay. What he did was he was a forklift driver. Okay. So, all right. Anywho, sent in paperwork that I was supposed to send in because I'm very business minded. Okay. And I sent in the paperwork of his short-term disability before he passed away. Short-term disability. Okay. They still hadn't sent anything out. I just received that check actually right before Thanksgiving. Okay. And of course, by that time, every bill is due. So that little $400 went all to the bills, right? Now, I had sent in the second form that they told me to send in. And y'all listen to this. They told me to send this second form in because he had a rider policy that was put in place for his wife. It's a one-time thing, okay, for $35,000, okay? Now, $35,000, okay, cool. Thank you, husband, for looking out for me, okay? So I didn't know. I'm like, okay, sure. They said you just need to send over this form and send over his death certificate to show that he is deceased, which they knew that, but everything's record. Cool, no problem. So I did that in October as well. Okay, now it has been as of the 7th. Okay, we in December now, right? As of the 7th, it has been 2 months. I haven't heard anything. Nobody has contacted me. I haven't received a check. I haven't received anything. So I was like, today, and I'll tell y'all why I'm not at work today. Okay, so today I was like, you know what? I'm ready to get on this horn, and I'm going to call this woman because you had me sending all this information and told me I'll receive something in December, and I still haven't received anything. So I contacted the lady, and I've been contacting her since last week. She has yet to respond to me. I've emailed her. So today I called and emailed her. And then, in my little plus size mind, some said, girl, why don't you look on that paper and call the insurance people that it's supposedly through? Let me turn off a different world. I'm sorry, y'all, because I don't want them trying to say nothing. Okay, so I calls the insurance company that it's supposed to be through. Well, first they asked me, "Do you know your do you know your husband's social security number?" Well, any wife, come on, y'all real wives out there, y'all know we know it. Matter of fact, I knew it and my husband didn't. And so every time he would do something, he's like, "Hold on, babe, what's my social security number?" So I said, "I sure do, honey. I know his license number and everything. So don't play with me." Almost 30 years. So I gave that to them. And he was like, "Well, we don't see him in the system." Red flag in my 5A voice, red flag. So, okay. I'm like, I don't understand why you don't. Okay. So he said, "Well, hold on. I think I found somewhere that somebody might be able to help you." And I understand he know he couldn't. So he passed me off to somebody else. Okay. So I calls over there. I mean, he transferred me over there. And this nice man, I left a voicemail. So he calls me back. Right. And he's like, "Okay, Miss Slaughter." He said, he said, "Can you explain to me?" He said, "I heard your voice message, but explain to me again, blah, blah, blah." So I said, "Okay, no problem." So I got to telling him and all this. He said, "Did they send you paperwork?" Yes, they did. I have my signature, paperwork, everything. I sent you all a copy. And he was like, "Whoa, really?" Yes, really. So anyway, He said, well, what does the paperwork have on the top of it? Who's the company? I said, you all. That's where I got the number. And so he said, I just don't see anything. He said, okay, go ahead. And he said, do you happen to have your husband's social security number? Absolutely. So I gave him the social security number. He pulls it in. He's like, I don't see anything. Red flag. I said, okay, so you don't see any. I don't see anything. He said, maybe it's another department. He said, but I'm not going to just pass you off. I'm going to do my due diligence to try to help you. I said, I appreciate that. And, I told him, I said, you know what? Your company sucks. I said, that since you're going to help me, pass this along. Because I think your phone calls are recorded as well. So let me just tell you from a widow's point of view. I said, and before I was a widow, I was a wife still dealing with y'all. And I just want you to know, I know it's not your fault, so don't take it personal, but your company sucks. I said, okay, I've been dealing with your company for months now, and you all have not stood behind anything you said at all. Nobody knows what nobody's doing. Everybody passes everybody off. Then you can't get to the right person. When you get to the right person, they want you to go in the voicemail, and then they want to avoid you and pass a message to somebody else to say they're working on your stuff. I said, it is horrible. Your job, I said, your company is horrible. I said, now that I got that out, I feel better. And he was like, I'm laughing, but not at what you're saying, because I take that personal. He said, not against you, but we need to do a better job. He said, but I'm laughing because you actually said all of that out of your mouth and you didn't breathe. You're right. I'm good at this. A debater I am. So anyway, he looked. So he was like, do you have the paper next to you? I said, I can do you one better than that. He said, well, here's my email address. So I attached the papers and stuff that I have on my system to him. I didn't send him everything. I ain't stupid. But I sent him what I thought he needed to know to prove my point. So I sent it over per email. And he grabbed it. He said, okay, this is weird. Because yes, this is the company. No, that's not the form you should have had. And just like that, red flag. So I'm like, okay. So he's like, first of all, I understand why you're frustrated. He said, and I apologize to you. He said, you shouldn't be going through this. He said, it looks to me, check this out, y'all. Y'all ready? It looks to me that they haven't even submitted a claim. Did y'all catch the date that my spouse, my king, my best friend died? Did y'all check that? September. This company has not submitted a death claim for my husband. Because he said, by now, I should have already received my check. Duh. Big duh. Okay. So I didn't go off on him. It's not his fault. He's trying to help me. Okay. So he said, well, you need to call them people back that's over your husband's HR and all this. He said, and I would give them hell. His words and not mine. Okay. He said, and then if she don't talk to you, you asked her for a supervisor. He said, because I'm going to raise sand on this end just so we can kick up some stuff to see who it is that's responsible over on that group. He said, oh, I'm going to help you the best way I can. He said, but don't drop the ball. He said, you asked for a supervisor because she has to report to somebody. Y'all. I said, I'm going to tell you one bet I'm going to do about that. Hold on. I pulled up my old trusted, dusty email. And if I didn't send an email, because see, documentation kills all conversations. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all to dot your I's and cross your T's, because you can say y'all talked about whatever. Unless you have documentation to prove the conversation, you doo-doo out of luck, babes. And one thing I'm not is not an airhead. I am very much businesslike, and I keeps a paper trail. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like some people keep recordings, I keep a paper trail. Let's do this. So I sent the email and I copied HR, I copied benefits, I copied the guy that I was talking to, and I let have. First of all, I was very business minded, and then the ghetto side of me came out to where I told them, you all make it hard for us to stand with the company that my husband supported all the time he was living, and now that he's dead, y'all drop the ball and don't give a care about his widows. About his widow or any other widows. Because I understand and I kind of believe that if I'm going through this, I ain't the first. Y'all doing it too well. Anyway, I put numbers in there, put dates and times that I talk to people. I put paperwork. Yeah, don't play with me. What you don't want to do is play with me. That's what you don't want to do. So I copy him, I copy HR, I copy benefits, and if I got to, I'm gonna call the freaking president of the company. Know why? Because when my husband died, he called me. Do I have it on caller ID? Yes, ma'am. Huh? Get that straight. Thank you, Mimi. Hey, sissy, girl, I was gonna call you. I was like, I'm not gonna trouble Mimi with this. I'm not gonna trouble her with this. This is one I'm just gonna fight it out. I'm just gonna fight it out. Y'all, Mimi, that's my best man. Y'all just don't know. Anywho, I heard that all the documentations I do the same. I know that's right. So, yeah, it has just been. It's been like one thing after another, this thing right here. To be honest, y'all, I know the only answer I have, because people ask me, like a couple of my friends been checking on me for the last three or 4 days, and I appreciate that because I really needed somebody to lean on. I'm a hard nut to crack. I really am a hard nut to crack, y'all. But your true friends know you, and they don't take it personal. Like and each one of them has says, you are going through something right now. You've had that man in your life for almost 30 years. And right now you having to start all over. So your emotions, your mood swings and stuff like that is going to be up and down. And if we rock with you, we rock with you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I always say I need stability in my life. I don't need people that 1 minute they in, 1 minute they out, 1 minute they hear from me, next minute they not. 1 minute, you know what I'm saying? It's, man, miss me with all that. Miss me. Because once you show me who you are, I believe you. Trust me. So, and like I said, my and what's so funny, he know we'll never get back together again. My ex, he was the CEO I used to tell y'all guys about. But believe it or not, this man has really been encouraging. And that's what's been tripping me out. Because, he's like, I know you're not going to date me again, but I just want to be your friend. He said, because you're usually a friend to everybody. He said, and I noticed you don't give what you give back. He said, you be giving understanding, be there for people, you listen to people and all this and stuff. He said, and people give you their butt to kiss. He said, I ain't never understood that. He said, but you keep going. He said, so I want to make sure that if I don't have nothing else, I have an ear and maybe some knowledge. I said, I need that. So I appreciate him, calling and checking on me and just allowing me, to just vet. Because, yeah, I've been vetting like a mother scooter. Do you hear me? I've been like, not crying, but just, he's like, I understand. I understand. Go ahead and get it out. He said, because how are you going to feel better if you don't? Which brings me to my mother. My mama said something to me today that broke me in tears, y'all. It really did. And like I said, I'm a hard nut to crack. But when I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I don't pretend like I ain't hurt. No, when I'm hurt, I'm hurt.
and it takes a lot to hurt me, but I love hard. You know what I'm saying? Like if I tell you you're a friend to me, and that I love you, and that's the truth. And I know a lot of people use that as just filler words. Oh, I love you, because they have nothing else to say. But I don't rock like that. I don't rock like that. So my mom knows that I have been down in my health for the last 3 to 4 days, right? And I ain't really said nothing to nobody because I'm a warrior. Pain and all. I gets up and do what I gotta do. And I keep it moving. Sometimes I be on here, y'all, and I be in so much pain. I don't even tell y'all. I just keep on rocking because you know why? It's support of life. And I know that my body is healing itself, but I also know that all the stuff and stress and stuff that I've been going through has attacked my body. It has kicked in my fibromyalgia. And, that stuff hurts. Okay. Fibromyalgia makes the root of your hair hurts. Like the roots of your hair, you be like, ugh, it hurts. Okay. Ain't no way of getting around. I know, Mimi, but girl, if I have one of those breakdowns, because I promise you I was gonna call you today after what my mama said to me, girl. Wait till you hear it. Anyway, she said, and I quote, okay, so I finally let my mother know something I was diagnosed with, right? Because I had never told her because me and my husband was rocking it out, right? And so I finally let my mom know. My mother called me because we have a family chat. So today I just put some stuff in the chat. I felt it was time. I'm gonna try to say this without crying. Okay. My mother lit my fire. And I needed that. My mom said to me, when were you gonna tell me your diagnosis? And I said, I wasn't. And she said, why? I'm your mother. I said, yeah, but me and my husband had it. She said, I'm not taking away from him. She said, but I'm still here and you're still my child. When were you going to tell me? And I said, Mom, I wasn't. I said, you got so much on you. You're an older woman. You got a lot on you. You're trying to help my sister because she was battling cancer. I said, everybody depends, outside of the family. Everybody pulls on you. You are the strongest friend everybody has. So why would I tell you when I'm strong? So I've been carrying it on my own. My mama said to me, this broke me, y'all. She said, don't you know how it feels to know your child is going through something and she won't tell you? When you a mother that loves your child and you see your child going through something, but she won't say nothing. She said, you are grieving and your grieving has turned inwardly and it's affecting your body. She said, don't you know that will kill you if you don't start opening your mouth? She said, I ain't talking about everybody else. I don't care about them. She said, you need one person, if nothing else. And she called my full name, which I hate because that means she's serious. She said, you need one person, if nothing else, that you can just tell stuff to. She said, I knew it was your husband, but he's gone, baby. She said, and you sitting over grieving. She said, you grieving by yourself. She said, no, no. She said, you're over there grieving, and your body is saying, okay, you grieving. I'm going to take you out now. She said, no, you have too much to live for. And I was like, Mama, I'm not grieving. I tried. She said, why are you crying? She said, I could tell when you crying. Y'all, my mama had me this morning. Her. She had me this morning. She said, "Yes, you are a strong individual. Yes, you can handle everything." She said, "But girl, it only takes a crack to destroy your building." She said, "My God, child, you done been through so much." She said, "You lost your daughter to gun violence. Now she said that was just last year. Now you lose your husband, your king, your rock." She said, "Who do you have?" She said, "I'm the only one left." Y'all, it was a wow moment because I was like, I've never, it was a wow moment for me. And she said, "I need you to promise me that from here on out, you're going to pick up that phone and you're going to call your mother." And I said, "I'll try." She said, "No, uh uh, uh." She said, "I don't need no try." She said, "I'm serious." She said, "I need you." I said, "Mama, you know your child, and you know I'm strong, but you know I'm stubborn. I will try. I can't make you no promises. I'm going to try." And she said, "Well, yeah, coming from you, it is." It. I started laughing then. I said, "Yeah." So, y'all, I mean, and I know, Mimi, let me go back to your comment. I know you do. I know you do, if nobody else, and that's the truth. But I also know, babe, me and you talking. I know you got a lot on your plate. I wouldn't dare do that to you. I really wouldn't. So but April, you silly. Yeah, Asia, it was crazy. I have to go to court Monday about my daughter's killer. She still wants to get out. She don't feel like she did nothing. She don't feel like she did nothing. Seriously. I mean, she only took a gun and shot my daughter in the head. Then she turned around and shot her auntie in the head. But hey, maybe she didn't do nothing. Maybe she just read a book. And she even admitted that she did it, but she don't think she did nothing. So you see how that works? Yeah. So anywho, uh, so y'all, my mom she kind of spanked me, verbally, and it broke me. It broke me. It really did. So I'm like, okay, mama, okay, okay. I'ma try, y'all, to talk to her. I'ma try. I'm just one of those people. I just am. I take a licking and keep on ticking. I'm a Timex, and that's the truth. I'm one of them people. I can take a licking and keep on ticking, and that's crazy in a sense because I never know what my limit is. Like I push myself so much, I go beyond my limit because I don't know what my limit is. You know how that I never know my limit until I crash. Like for real, I crashes and like I can't do nothing. I wouldn't be able to move. I can't. It's like my body be like, no, I can't think. I can't move. I can't do nothing when I crash. So, but anywho, so uh, let me see. Thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you, love. Um, and I like I said, I try to be there for everybody else. But it's one thing that Donnell said is true. My ex, he said, you know, I usually give to people that don't give it back. You know what I'm saying? Like people are quick when I had people, they get mad because I don't talk. They get mad because I'm a woman of few words lately, and they get mad, you know like I said, they only deal with me when it's convenient. You know, I don't need and I know Mimi means what she's saying, so I ain't talking to Mimi. I'm just throwing this out here. People tell me I'm here for you, but they mean they here for me as long as it's convenient. Like as long as it's convenient for them, then they here, and they only here with limits. You know, so it's like I'd rather just deal with it on my own and keep it moving. Point blank period. And that's what I've been doing, and so anyway, I'm good though. I'm good. I'm in a good space. I'm in a good mind. Like I said, yes, I realized that my body was reacting to what I was going through, and this is another thing she said. She said, "You a doctor in every sense of the word." She said, "You heal everybody else but yourself." Y'all, I did not need to hear that, but that's the truth. She said, "You a doctor. You heal everybody else but yourself." And what came in my mind, it says, "Physician, heal thyself." Man, she said, "Now it's time for you to go inward and heal you." She said, "I don't care. Let everything else go." She said, "Because if you not right, nothing's right." So that kind of, yeah, okay, right. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, also, let me tell you something else that happened. I said I wasn't gonna say this unless necessary, but let me tell you something else happened. So the other night, y'all, I was laying in here and I heard somebody beating on my door. I'm like, who's knocking on the door? So my son so happened to be upstairs, and he said, "Mom, I got it." I said, "Okay." He went to the door. How come it was the police? 50 one time. Yeah. He said, "Mom, it's the police." Excuse me? For what? Okay. See, I know I have an 18-year-old, right? And she's a baby. So evidently she was on the phone with somebody. And they must have thought that she was gonna hurt herself or whatever. I don't know. I still don't know to this day. Okay. So they calls 911. So the police shows up at the door. And so he goes to get her, and the police is like, "Can you talk to us for a minute?" And she said, "Yeah." So she goes out to talk to the cops. I'm like, "Huh?" They like, "Mama, they want to know if they can come in." I said, "Sure." I said, "Here I come." So I came, in the dining room where they were, and they said, "How you doing?" I said, "Okay." I said, "What's going on?" And they said, "We're just gonna take her down." He said, "To the hospital to make sure she's okay." Huh? They said that somebody she was talking to on the phone thought that she was trying to hurt herself, or they took what she said, or somehow something on the phone. It just didn't sound right. And we would rather be safe than sorry. So we're going to take her to the hospital. She's willing, she's willing to go. She's not fighting against it. She says she'll go, and we're going to take her to the hospital just to make sure, that she's okay and everything. She said that y'all have been uh, going through a lot, and I'm like, okay, I'm tripping now. I'm sitting here like, what? Okay. So she's just looking at me. I'm like, okay, okay, go ahead. As if you feel like you need it, go ahead. I'm at this point right now. I want everybody to be okay. So go ahead, babe. So, and they was like, okay. So the cops was real nice. We talked for a while, and I told them that my dad was a police officer, and I understand, both sides. And he was like, yeah. He said, I have a counselor, my dad on self. He said, you can't be a police officer and see what we see and not need a therapist. I said, I know that's right, So I'm just grateful that, they were nice cops, because they could have been some a-holes, but they were nice. They took her down, and everything. And so, that's one thing, y'all. That's why I said over the last, 3 or 4 days, all hell has tried to break loose. So, and everything. So she's, they let her, they released her the same night, though. She came back and everything. And, it's gonna be, and that's another reason why I hold myself the way I do, because my family needs me, and they need me to be this rock that they always known. So during this time right here, I have to, regardless of what I'm going through, I have to be there for them. So that's why I put everything that I deal that I have going on, everything that, pains and all. I don't let that dictate to me. I dictate to it. And I keep it pushing. Okay. Um, so, she's back and everything, and she's back coaching and, stuff like this. But like I told her, you need to get a relationship, because she does have a counselor, because after her sister got killed, it did something to her, because that was her favorite sister. And after her sister was killed, she kind of like, and they look like twins. I don't know how I did that, because they don't have the same dad, but I don't know how I did that, because when you see her, she looks like my deceased daughter Jasmine. And Jasmine would tell her about, I have a twin, but she's younger than me, but I do have a twin. I mean, they look exactly alike. It's scary. So, yeah. So, anywho, that's what that is. Um, Let me see. What else? It was something else that. Oh, yeah. So this job had asked me. I took his position with another job. Right, he's supposed to start the 28th of December, and they just so happened to ask me today. Well, are you fully vaccinated? No. Will you be getting the vaccination? I don't plan on it. I said, one, I've had COVID, and no. And she said, I understand. So then she emailed me back. She emailed me this time and she said, well, in order to work at that establishment, they want you to be fully vaccinated. Okay. Okay. See, here's my problem with that. Let me get on my soapbox. Let me get on my soapbox. I understand people how they feel. I understand, okay? My husband died of COVID symptoms, okay, from the hospital. It caused other things and he went up out of here. And I'm still saying, and I've had COVID. My son's had COVID. My daughter had COVID. All of us in this house had it. My other daughters, my grandkids, and everything. And I'm still saying no. Now, some of y'all may think, well, girl, you crazy. You are. No, I'm not. I'm very much in my mind. Here's the thing about that. Don't take my choice from me. What's the difference between being free and being in penitentiary? The difference between being free and being in the penitentiary is I get to make my own decisions what's best for me. Just like everybody else get to make their own decisions and what's best for them. I don't look down on nobody who took the vaccination. Don't look down on me because I'm not. And when I did think about taking it, I was going to do the Johnson and Johnson because it was one and done. But then y'all came back and said it was causing blood clots. I'm not with this control situation. I'm just not. I don't want anything controlling me. Why do you think I went through so much to start getting my health in order? Why do you think I study herbs and stuff so much? They're not even considering other ways of dealing with this thing. So that lets me know it's something else involved. And that's fine. That's fine. Whoever wants to take it, God bless you, baby. Whoever has to take it because of jobs, God bless you. I'm not knocking you. I support you 100%. I really do. Because I ain't taking care of you. I don't pay your bills. I don't know your situation. So if you feel like you have to, by all means, babe, I support you. Do what you got to do. We still cool. But I have people trying to demand and tell me if I don't do it, then we can't be friends. We were never friends, ho. If I had to do everything you tell me just to be your friend, I pass. You can be my enemy. That's how we look at that. Other than that, I don't play these high school games. To me, it's high school and kid games. If you don't do what I want you to do, I ain't gonna speak to you. Okay, then don't speak. See how that works? A whole lot of people I don't even deal with no more because they too emotional. They too one minute they this way, next minute they that way, and for no good reason. One minute they all in your face and they cool with you and they yeah, every day they your friends, they cool with you, yeah, and next minute you can't even find them when you need them. They ain't even under a rock. No, I don't have. Like I told y'all, stability is everything to me. And when a person's not stable, I don't mess with them. I cut you off. Not a little bit, but a lot of bit. In quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's me. So I think that it's going to yeah. Cause see, he wants everybody to work, but then you want everybody to work, but then you put a stipulation out here that those that work have to be this. So these companies are suffering. But they stupid because if all the companies band together and say, look, this is my company. This is how I want to run this. And right now the federal judge they put a halt to it because this is still America. Americans can still make decisions for themselves. We were founded on individual freedoms, individual beliefs. I know black people didn't have that, but shoot, once we was free enough to do it, we did it. You know, Yeah, I know they are. Yep. And actually, back as far as religious purposes, I really don't have to do it. And then as far as medical reasons, I have medical reasons why they tell me out of all the people, you are one of the 1% and 2% of people that should never do it. Duh. I know what's going on with me. I know what I was diagnosed with. I know what that means. I ain't got to tell you what it means. My no should be sufficient. And I can tell you no because of medical and religious reasons. And that's the truth. Everybody can't take the stuff. And then some people can, they just don't want to. That's their right. But you know what? How can we believe those numbers? Let me tell you something, April, about them numbers. What am I doing for Christmas? Um, we always do a Christmas brunch, and so we're doing it again this year. This time we're gonna make it bigger. Since my husband's no longer here, we want to do it in honor of him because you had to know him. But and my daughter, she's coming back from St. Louis because she lives in St. Louis, so she's coming up here with her fiance and his kids and my grandson. It's just gonna be a big old family affair, and I love it. I love it. Um, Let me see. So we're having waffles, this special type of French toast my mama makes, a breakfast casserole, bacon, eggs, mimosa, coffee, hot chocolate. I'll take some cakes and pies. They don't know this. Shh, don't tell nobody. I'm making a homemade lasagna with some garlic bread, my special garlic bread. And I'm making a salad. I know they're gonna probably have some more chitlins and coleslaw. It's just like a brunch. We're gonna have a breakfast and lunch all together, and it's gonna be maybe for 3-4 hours. We're gonna sing and do karaoke like we normally do, play some games, smack each other, take pictures, belch for it, and then go home. That's how we're gonna do it. And I'm actually looking forward to it. I wasn't at first, but I am because I love my grandkids. I love my kids too. I'm sorry, y'all, but my grandkids is the best thing. The best thing that ever came from me. My grandkids are, man, they are. Everything is nana, nana. So. And I'm making the small pot of gumbo. I'm the only one that has the recipe for the gumbo that was passed down from my great 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 grandmother, who was an Indian slash French. So she brought her recipe with her, and all this stuff from her mother, who was Geechee Gula Geechee, whatever you say. Girl, it's just messed up. But anyway, I'm the only one that has it, and I make it every so often. Like to get me to make it is like once a year, if that. But they've been asking me, and I have said no, no, and no. So I'm gonna pass my recipe to my 8-year-old granddaughter who cooks like the dickens. Y'all, this child cooks. She don't a little bit of cook. She cooks her. So I'm passing it to her, and so she'll have the one. She'll be the one with the recipe. And if she want to share it, she can. If not, then hey. But that's gonna be me and her thing. One, she's named after me, so hey, kind of special on her a little bit. But anyway, um, so yeah, it's just y'all. I'm here. I'm more than a conqueror. Like I said, I wasn't gonna worry. I was gonna worship, and that's what I've been doing. Every time some pop up, I just start worshiping. I don't worry. Um, There's nothing I can do about it anyway. As long as I've done what I know I can do, the rest of it is up to God. And that's where I'm at with it. Yes, it's frustrating. No, I'm not perfect because trust me, today I wanted to say every cuss word I remember saying. Do you hear what I'm saying? But I held on to them. They didn't come out, April. You would be proud of me. It didn't come out. No, I didn't, April. That's the thing. I didn't make it. I didn't make it. My son is making his special homemade cinnamon rolls. Y'all, this dude makes, I'm talking about my oldest son, Oreo cinnamon rolls from scratch. When I tell y'all them cinnamon rolls make you want to smack somebody, my goodness. He's making Oreo cinnamon rolls, and he's making something else. My daughter from St. Louis, she has her own company as well, and she's bringing sweet potato cheesecake in a jar, and she's bringing me some strawberries. She's making me my own chocolate strawberries, and she's bringing something else. I forgot what else she's bringing. My oldest child, period, is cooking some stuff. My kids can cook. Do you hear me? These kids can, oh my goodness. I set my fat self at their table any day. I said, Lord, all my kids can cook, but my baby boy. Now he can cook a little bit because all he ever liked was hot dogs and hamburgers. That's it. So he has perfected hot dogs and hamburgers. Other than that, which ain't nothing to a hot dog, right? But hot dogs and hamburgers is his thing. So we always tell him bring the condiments, paper plates, cups, stuff like that. Yeah, we don't want you cooking nothing. But everybody else, they can cook their face off. I mean, seriously. So I'm just excited. My sister, we having it over her house again. I'm not sure what she's cooking. I think she's the one doing the chitlins, if I'm not mistaken. But it will be enough. We always have so much food that my sister be like, what are we gonna do with the rest of this food? Even after people pack plates and stuff, it's like we still have a lot because that's just how we cook. We cook big. So that's just how we cook. That you didn't allow the colorful language. I know. April, believe it or not, I thought about you. I promise I did. I was like, and held on to. I said, April gonna be proud when I tell her. Shoot. I'm like, okay. But honey, all them F-bombs and everything was trying to just, yeah. Yep. So anyway, y'all, we almost at an hour. I just wanted to come on and touch bases with y'all and I told y'all I would give y'all an update, and everything on when stuff happens or when I go through stuff. I don't mind telling y'all because guess what? When y'all see me come out of it, you're gonna be like, dang, I remember back in December, I remember back in November, because I'm more than a conqueror. I am. I'm way more than a conqueror. I don't let stuff, y'all be surprised. Like I said, there's a lot of times I be on this thing, I be hurting, but I still be here. I'll get up, I do what I gotta do. I don't like stuff to defeat me. I just really don't. You know. Um, and make sure if y'all can that y'all are drinking plenty of water. Um, Here's one thing that I realized. Fibromyalgia, one of the best supplements that helps fibromyalgia is magnesium. A lot of times when you're suffering with nerves or whatever, it's because your body is low in magnesium. Okay. So you may need 800 milligrams. I know it says 4, but when you're low in it, it means you're deficient in it. So you need to get caught up to the minimum so that way you can take the minimum amount. So magnesium is what helps with fibromyalgia. Okay. So, I mean, there may be other things, but I know for a fact magnesium is the one that'll help you. Okay. And a lot of people, um, let me see what else. Make sure you also still taking your vitamin D3. You know, that's very important, especially with this, like I said, like I told y'all, this new strand. It wasn't gonna be as deadly as the one before it, but it is gonna be, you can catch it quicker. Okay. You'll catch it quicker, and it may last longer. So you need to, govern yourself accordingly. And don't forget the NAC. The NAC is what they say helps too, as well. And that's only because I got that from my herbalist that I learned under. NAC before they banned it. Hey, NC girl. Okay, love. Smooches to you. So, yeah. Um, like I said, vitamin D3 as well as magnesium. Make sure you got plenty of magnesium. Okay. If you can, get your hand on some Irish sea moss. Get your hand on some real Irish sea moss. Take that once a day. That right there gonna help. And if you can, take your magnesium at night, right when you go to bed, because that way it's in your body. So you know how sometimes you try to get up in the morning, you're real stiff, or you like, ugh. If you take it at night, then when you get up, it'll help your mobility more than it will. It'll help your mobility better than if you take it while you're already up. But by all means, just take it. Okay, just take it. And don't forget the vision board. Look at your vision board, and hey, that's it. So if I think of, I know I want, well, I ain't gonna say that, but I go to work tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I'll be on here tomorrow or not because I'm going into work. But whenever I set a thing for you guys so you'll know. And we may do some more prophetic updates. I'm waiting because I see something coming and I want to tell you guys about it. Um, but I have to make sure that I can. Y'all know how that works with me prophetically. And so far everything I've said has came true. Everything. So, I mean, I'm entitled to miss a couple, but I ain't did it yet, thank God. But yeah, so I told y'all we'll eventually have two governments, didn't I? Y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. Because as it looks like right now, look like we got two governments. Okay. Uh-huh. I wish I could really, really tell y'all. I think when I do this, I'm gonna do a private thing for my people, oh, that's what it is. I am having a credit card. I'm gonna tell y'all which credit card to get to help build your credit, but I'm not doing that for free. That's gonna be a $5 course. It's not just gonna be a credit card. It's gonna be something else attached to that. I was talking to the millionaire who's helping me, and everything, and told her that I wanted to do, something and everything. And she told me stop giving away what I went to school for. She said, what you be telling people, that's a million. She said, that's $1 million blessing by itself. She said, you are teaching people to sustain their life and to have a better life. She said, that's money, but I didn't, I don't look at it like that because I like helping people and I know it's true, but I like helping people. But this right here, kid, this right here, because something's coming down the pike that's going to change the way credit is done. So I'm going to try to help my people first. Catch that. About their credit situation, not just mine, but it is a $5 course. I'm sorry, it just is. I can't give this information away like that and not be compensated because it's too important. So I will let y'all know when that's gonna be. And it's not just open to you all, it's open to you all and my Facebook people. So it's going to be, it might end up being like 50 to 100 people in that meeting. I'm not sure, but a whole lot of people is looking to get their credit in order before the first of the year, or before, they get rid of their taxes. And that's why I'm trying to do that January, because you'll get your taxes, and I want you to do what's right to build your wealth, if that makes sense. Thank you, NC girl. Smooches to you. Yeah, so April said you always say it to her. Yeah, I know. I know. When me and him used to talk, he used to tell me all the time that you give too much wealth out, for you not to be compensated, and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it is what it is. But I love everybody, and I'm gonna get out for her. I'm gonna fix me some coffee. And yes, I should have known coffee was coming. Don't do me. Don't do it. Fix me some coffee. I haven't even eaten today, y'all. I have no idea what I'm gonna eat. None. That's one thing. When you start fasting a lot, your body gets conditioned to it, and you just don't get hungry. So we'll see. Because I think I want some wings today. I didn't want a salad earlier, but I think I want some wings. But we'll see. Depends on if I can afford it or not. But anyway, shout out to my lane. Shout out to everybody in here, the ones that I don't see and everything. To all of my butterflies and in the butterfly queendom. Shout out to Mama Titas. Love you, girl. I do. I love me some Mama Titas. I swear, y'all. I can't wait to meet her and hug her neck. Real mamas were a problem. She know that's my boo. That's my boo. So I can't see Mama Titas without seeing her. And then I got to travel my little way to Georgia, and I got to sit and talk with my Mimi. Yes, me and her gonna have to talk, and then I had to go back to North Carolina and sit on the poolside with NC girl. See how that is? I just done, I done traveled all the way around. I'm supposed to be in Florida in February. I cannot wait. My friend, y'all, she told me, she said, you need to get away. She said, I'm fixing up my place. She said, so January or February, she said, basically February would be better. I want you to come down, and we just going to do a girls' week or whatever. Stay as long as you want to. I told her, girl, don't tell me that. Don't tell me stay as long as I want to now. So hopefully in February, I'm going to be on the bus if I don't drive, and I'll be in Jacksonville, and me and my friend will be sitting on her patio, and she's going to introduce me to different people and stuff like that, and take me to the beach, because I want to go to the beach and put my little toes all in the sand, and maybe I get inspired to write another book. A star where your stuff is coming to you, love. Let me know when you get it. So things like that. So yeah, y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited. I will be, like I said, it'll be my first time, y'all, in Florida. I haven't been in Florida before, so it'll be my first time. So I'm excited. And because I was gonna stay at a hotel, because like I said, she invited me down, but I don't like staying on people. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna stay in a hotel. She said, "No, you're not. You my sister. Nope, you're gonna stay with me. And if you don't, I'll be insulted." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm happy. And because it's gonna be cold, it's crap noodles up here. And I heard that they have like winters too, but not like Kentucky winters. So I'm a pack. I'm a pack, enough stuff that it's gonna get me through. But I need to get to that beach. I do. I can't swim, so I ain't getting in the water. But I need to sit on the beach so I can just, breathe, you know, and everything. So I hope everything goes well with that. I told her if not, it'll be May for sure, because I have to get away from here for May, because that's my wedding anniversary and I don't want to be here. So, But anyway, y'all, I am out of here. We at 103. Just remember, if you all have anything that y'all want me to discuss on here, I have no problem with that. I don't know everything, but such as I know, I will share. You too, Brooklyn. Thank you, babe. I hope you come back. I really do. I like you. I hope you come back. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Happy birthday to all the December babies, to all the Sagittarius. I hope it's a great one for you. And if nobody tells you that you're important and you're intelligent, you are. And if nobody tell you that they love you, I do. Smooches. Oh, really, April? I didn't see. I didn't know that. Uh See, that's why I love me some Mama Tita, man. For real, y'all. And more health to y'all, better health. I forget I'm supposed to be saying it to y'all every day. Every time I talk to y'all, better health. Better health. Smooches.